Yes.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. This is 240-830, 240-831, and 240-832, the people versus Edgardo Rivas Villanueva. Sir, you are charged today with 3 misdemeanors. Can you tell me how old you are, sir?
I'm 62 years old. You know, I'm remorse myself. I'm even gonna move. Once I get out of here, I'm gonna move. Yeah, I can't take this no more because I'm not the type of person they keep calling cops and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Sir, listen to me though. I want to just tell you this. You have a right to an attorney, and it's my understanding an attorney tried to meet with you and you did not want to meet with him.
Okay,
Is that
okay. Okay, but I can get never mind. Okay, I got you.
All right, Mr. Rivas, no, listen to what my question is, because I
Yes,
need you to
yes.
answer me, okay?
Yes, I will.
You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one would be appointed to represent you. Mr. Gazicki, an attorney that does public defense work, tried to meet with you, and my understanding is you did not want to meet with him. Is that correct?
No, I don't even know who this Kaziki is.
There was an attorney that tried to talk to you, and I was told you did not want to talk with him. That you refused.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Stand up.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor. See, sometimes I forget because my anxiety kicks in.
It's okay. Just Mr. Rivas, just take a breath, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's slow down. I'm not in that big of a rush. I want to make sure you understand what's happening.
Okay.
So my understanding is you did not want to meet with that lawyer. Is that correct? Yes or
Yeah,
no?
not right now. No. Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So, Mr. Rivas, you have 3 counts here. I have to advise you of the charges against you. There's an allegation that you were at a property let me get through it, Mr. Rivas, or we'll be here all day. On 4/16/24, and the allegation is while you were at that location at that time and date, you were charged with 3 misdemeanors. Each of those misdemeanors is punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine or a fine of up to $500. There is a charge of indecent exposure, a charge of disturbing the peace, and a charging with interference with the police authority. Do you understand that that is what they're alleging that they're just allegations right now? Do you understand that?
What does allegations mean?
Allegation means you are innocent until you're proven guilty.
Okay, thank you.
So you're not convicted. They're just allegations that you did something wrong. And the people have to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt.
Okay.
Got me?
Thank you.
Okay. All right, sir. I have to tell you some rights you have, okay? You've been brought to court on 3 misdemeanor charges, and you have the following basic rights, sir. You could plead guilty or not guilty, or you could stand mute. And stand mute means you just don't say anything, okay? And if you stand mute, I will enter a not guilty plea for you.
Okay.
You could also plead no contest with permission of the court. You also have a right to trial by a jury, and you have the right to assistance of an attorney. Do you understand all of that?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, if you could not afford a lawyer, the court would give you a free lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Okay. A few more things. We're almost there, Mr. Rivas.
Okay.
All right. You also have a right to a trial. And at that trial, you would have the following basic rights. You have a right to call witnesses to speak for you at that trial, and I would sign subpoenas to help you get witnesses to court. You also have a right to see, hear, and question all of the witnesses against you. You also have a right to remain silent, and if you chose to be silent and not take the witness stand, the prosecuting official, the prosecutor, could not comment on your silence. Do you understand me?
Not really. Not really. Say it again?
What that means is you have a right to not say anything. You
Oh,
have
okay.
no-
Now I
you
understand.
don't- Yeah, sir, you don't have to do anything. The government has to prove that you committed a crime.
Okay.
And the fact that you do not talk can't be used to say, well, why won't he tell us what happened then?
Mhm.
You do not have to say anything. You do not have a burden, the government does. Does that make sense?
I think so. I don't know. I think so.
Okay, and like I said before, sir, you have a right to be presumed innocent. As you stand before me right now, you are innocent of these charges. And
Thank you.
then you must be proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay?
Yes.
Now, I'm gonna give you a second, sir, just because you don't have counsel and I can tell you're upset. Do you have any questions?
Say that again?
Is there anything, I know you wanted to ask me something. Is there anything you
yeah,
need
yeah.
to ask?
Yeah, I can get a lawyer, like you said. I can just come here and tell them that I need a lawyer.
Absolutely.
Okay. That was my question.
Yes, just because you say you didn't want an attorney
Yeah.
today doesn't mean you can't have one later.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. So, sir, as to the arraignment on these charges, remember I told you, you have three choices. You
Yes.
can plead guilty, you can plead not guilty, or you can say nothing, and I will assume that you're not guilty, okay? So I'm gonna ask you right now, how do you plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
Not guilty pleas will be entered on all three files.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to give you a personal bond. You have no criminal history.
Thank you.
I don't see anything. I mean, you're how old again?
I'm 62. I'm gonna be 62 next year. Yeah,
Okay.
Judge, excuse me. This will never happen again, believe me, because I'm
Well,
gonna do
Mr.
the right thing
Rivas,
for my wife,
Mr.
yeah.
Rivas, Mr. Rivas, just take a breath, okay?
Okay.
We're almost done.
Okay,
I'm gonna
sorry.
give you a $1,000 personal bond on each case. That means
Okay.
you don't have to post $1. You're all set. But you
Oh,
have to
thank
do
you,
these
Judge.
things. Yes, but you have to do these things for me.
Oh, I will do it. I will do it.
Okay, you're to appear in court as directed. You're
Okay.
not to leave this, you cannot leave the state without asking permission by this court.
I will do
You
that.
cannot commit any crimes while you're released, and you must immediately notify this court if you change your address or phone number. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. How about if something happens to me? Like
I
somebody.
don't know what that,
Like if somebody, let's say, right, like, somebody provokes me, I just call the cops, right?
if somebody provokes you, sir, you call the police,
Thank you. Thank you.
okay?
Thank you.
You stay in your house and you call the police.
Thank you.
Got
I will
it?
do that from now on. I will do
All
that
right.
from now on. Thank
Okay, sir.
Bye.
You have $1,000 personal bond on each of these cases. At that, I'm gonna have, the court will mail you a notice of your next court date. Mr.
Okay.
Rivas, Mr. Rivas, if you
Yes.
do not receive that in the mail within the next 10 days, call the 23rd District Court or
Okay.
come up here so that you
I'll come
don't
up
get
here.
a bench warrant, okay?
Yes. Yes.
All right,
You
sir.
you say $3,000. I don't have to pay that, right?
You know, it's a
No,
personal
thank
bond. You don't have to pay.
If I don't show up, then I have to pay, right?
You don't have to pay anything, sir.
Oh,
You just
thank
need to
you.
show up the court.
Thank you, Judge. Bye.
Okay, just take a breath. Make sure you show up on your court date or you will get in trouble.
I will.
All right.
I promise.
All right,
you that.
Mr. Rivas,
Thank
you're
you.
all set.
Thank
Take a
you very
breath.
much. You have a good day,
Okay.
okay? Appreciate
You
it.
too, sir.
Sorry.
All right, thank you.
Out of James Gazicki on behalf of Mr. Tonga, waive reading, stand mute. He's going to plead guilty to the open intox, asking the court to take it under 771.
Sir, do you understand everything your attorney just said?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And you understand that open intox is still a misdemeanor?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you could get up to 90 days for that. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, I have to tell you the maximum, sir. Looks like there's a plea agreement that you would have a delayed sentence under 771.1 for a period of 12 months. So you'd have some probation terms for 12 months and then the case would be dismissed. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, and that goes as I'm a passenger too. I'm sorry for questions, but
What's that?
and that goes as I was a passenger too, so that applies still.
Did you talk to your attorney about that?
Yes, it does apply if you're a passenger.
Okay.
Sir, I can't give you legal advice. That's why you have an attorney. So,
Sorry about that.
okay. So, do you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over your constitutional rights with your attorney that are outlined on this advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Tonga, sit down. You're making me dizzy. We're gonna get through this. You're making me dizzy. All right. So you sign the advice of rights. You understand those rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand if you're under a plea to this, you'll be waiving those trial rights. There will be no trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. To the charge of open intox, sir, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Has anyone forced you to get you to plead?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the terms of the agreement to get you to plead?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, well, you're shaking your whole head no, Mr. Tonga. I have a whole book of court rules. There are questions I have to ask someone when they plead guilty. I'm not inventing these questions as I go. These are questions I must ask you. So, but I don't want you to shake your head no and tell me yes. I mean, this is a decision that you need to make, and I want to make sure that you're making it knowing and voluntarily.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
okay.
Just
So-
plead me guilty. I talked to him. Plead me guilty. I accepted all my rights. Just plead me guilty. I got 12 months, whatever, probation.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, Mr. Tonga? Sit down. Sir, you had a chance to meet with your lawyer.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. Listen, do you want the plea or not?
Yes.
Were you in the city of Taylor on November 20th of 2023?
Yes.
Were you in a vehicle while you were in the city?
Yeah.
And did you have open containers of alcohol in that vehicle?
Yes.
Mr. Gazicki, are you satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna accept the plea as knowing and voluntarily given. He's going to be referred to probation so we can see if any terms are necessary or if it should be non-reporting. So, Mr. Tonga, you would be eligible for early termination, under certain circumstances that the probation department will go over you and with you in more detail. But you're gonna get a notice within the next week to appear for a probation interview. And after that, you will get a date for sentencing, okay?
I'm getting probation out of all of this. This is what I'm getting.
Well, you have to meet with probation so I can determine what's appropriate for you.
I wasn't even driving, but all right. All right.
All right, no, we're gonna withdraw the plea. Mr. Gazicki, I'm not accepting the plea. It's clear he doesn't want a plea.
I don't understand
No,
what's going on.
no, I'm done. Mr. Tag, I'm done with you. We're not doing this. You're not gonna be forced to plea. Mr. Gazicki, I wanna make sure we have this. As to arraignment, how do you plea on behalf of your client?
Waive reading, stand mute, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. We're setting a jury trial.
Okay,
So we'll get you a date, Mr. Tonga. You'll get a date of your jury trial coming up within the next few weeks, okay? And we'll see you on your jury trial date. The conditions of your bond are as follows. You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court of change of address or phone number. You're not to purchase or consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and you may be subject to random testing at your expense. Have you been fingerprinted, sir?
He took off.
Oh, he left. Oh, wait, he's back. I think he keeps getting. Because that's happened before. Mr. Tonga, do you understand all of that?
I got kicked out. What do you say? I'm sorry.
You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court of change of address or phone number. You're not to purchase or consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and you may be subject to testing for those substances at your expense. You can't drive a vehicle without a valid license, and you have a $500 personal bond. You'll receive notice of your next court date in the mail, sir. And you're all set.
So I didn't accept your plea, so I have another court date, basically.
Yeah, you do. You're going to trial.
For why? I accepted my plea.
Because
I
did not accept your, Mr. Tonga, in order for you to plead guilty, I must accept your plea, and I am not accepting your plea.
I didn't
So
know.
I'll see you on your trial day. I will see you on your trial day, sir. You're excused. Okay. All right, Mr. Tonga, I see you're back. My understanding is you've been cussing out my clerks downstairs. So what are you here for? What?
Yeah, I didn't talk to no clerk.
Okay, well, it's recorded. So they have a recording of you talking to them and cussing at them. Anything else? Why are you back? What can I help you with?
I was wondering what was going on. The attorney didn't let me know what I was getting. So when he told me that I was getting probation for 12 months or whatever, it surprised me. So that's why I reacted the way I reacted.
All right, we're going to have an in-person hearing.
But I didn't know what was going on.
You're going to be here in person next Monday.
I called the court.
And you're going to be here at 9 a.m. next Monday.
Okay.
Which is February what? 26th. February 26th for an in-person hearing at 9 a.m.
Okay.
226?
And that.
Wait, 225.
And that's a hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
225 next Monday at 9 a.m.
25th is a Sunday.
I'm looking at March. Nope, hold on. Let's get this together. No, in February?
26th is the month.
February 26th. Monday at 9 a.m.
When I was in the room and they said I was cussing, I was in the room by myself.
You're going to be here 9 a.m. in person next Monday for a hearing.
Okay.
And you're all set. We'll see you next Monday in person.
All right. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. Panto, do you have something ready for me?
Mr. Tonga.
Oh, Mr. Tonga's ready. That's lovely. Come on up, sir. Mr. Tonga, did you get a chance to watch a movie today? Did you get a chance to watch a movie?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think of that? Is that your mom with you?
Yeah.
Did your mom get to see that movie?
No.
Oh, your mom didn't get to see that? I'm sure she'd be very proud of you, wouldn't she? Disgusting how you behaved on that video.
I apologize for how I reacted and the things that I said. Sorry.
Jeffrey Fant on behalf of Mr. Tonga.
All right. So,
I'm sorry.
no, you go ahead, Mr. Fanto.
Mr. Collier is prepared to enter plea guilty open and talks as a passenger under 771.1. His thought last week was to send him to probation for an assessment. No history of any sort, but I for the court in that respect. And then he understands. I did explain to him about the length of time and that if he complied with every requirement of the court.
Not under the 771.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so under the 771, it could be up to the year.
Yeah, okay. My fault.
It'd be 12 months. And Mr. Tonga, before you threw your hissy fit and then stormed out of the virtual courtroom and then logged back in and began cussing and spewing vulgarities at my Zoom clerk, before that happened, I was trying to explain to you that the reason that you go down to probation is to determine if you need anything. I don't know. It could be non-reporting. I know you don't have a record, but I don't know anything about you. So the goal is to send you down there, they talk with you, and then they make a recommendation. You get to speak with your attorney about it. I get to review it. And then I decide on what I think is an appropriate sentence, if anything.
Yeah, I know that. I'm sorry.
I mean, I will tell you that if I would have seen how you were behaving down there before you were excused for the day, you would have done jail time. You would have been held in contempt of court, and I would have put you in jail for at least 10 days. Like, I don't know where you come from. How old are you?
21.
Okay, you're young, you're immature, incredibly immature. You need to learn how to behave appropriately in adult settings. This isn't 8th grade. This isn't your senior year of high school. You are in a courtroom, sir. And I'm not going to tolerate it at all. You're not special here. And when you meet with the probation department, if they come to me and they tell me that you're disruptive down there or vulgar down there, because I see you have a different persona when you're in a courtroom, right? You didn't come in here and talk to me that way. You got a little mouthy, but you certainly didn't behave like that. And here, did you? No, you didn't. But you didn't have a problem behaving that way with clerks. If you act that way with my probation officers, I will give you jail. You could do 90 days in jail, and you can withdraw your plea. You're going to treat the people in this building with respect.
Yes, ma'am.
They didn't get you here. You got you here. Did you go over your constitutional rights with your attorney, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's this advice of rights form. Did you have a chance to talk to Mr. Fanto about all of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign and date that form?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Tonga, you have to speak up a bit for my court reporter. Were you in the city of Taylor on November 20th of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you in a vehicle at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you a passenger in the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you drinking in the vehicle?
No, ma'am.
You have open intoxicants in the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you were in possession of those?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Fanto, have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to accept the plea as knowing and voluntarily given. You're going to be referred down to the probation department for them to do the pre-sentence investigation, okay? And then
Okay.
after that, you'll get a court date. You're going to hear from them within the next week in the mail. If you don't get anything in the mail, Mr. Tonga, you have to call up to the court. It's your responsibility to make sure you make it to that interview.
Okay.
So you call and ask for probation. I mean, in the event that it's lost. Until then, I know I gave you bond conditions, and in your little temper tantrum that you threw, you were very upset, and you said, well, I'm not going to comply with these terms. You are. You will comply with them, because you don't want to see me. We got off on a bad foot. I'm taking your plea. I'm not holding it against you, but I'm letting you know you will comply with the terms of my bond.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll do what you're supposed to do. And follow the court's order until I see you again, and then we'll figure out what needs to happen going forward. You're to appear, again, you have a $500 personal bond. You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court of change of address or phone number. You're not to purchase or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to operate a motor vehicle without a valid license, and you may be subject to testing at your expense. Do we understand each other, Mr. Tonga?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is there anything further, Mr. Fanto?
Nothing for you, thank you.
All right, thank you.